Welcome back to What's Up Stratford. Joining me now is Margaret Smart. She's the Executive Director of The Local. Margaret, thank you very much for joining me.
Hi, Peter.
What does The Local do?
The local is a community food center, and we approach the issue of food insecurity from a community-based perspective and a justice perspective. So I like to say that we are a community food center. So we're about food, but we're also about community. And the fact that everyone needs food is a universal experience. And more, the fact that food is hard to come by and food insecurity is an experience that more and more people are experiencing. But when you come here, we provide delicious, amazing food. But we do it in the context of community, of people coming together to sit together, to eat together, to shop together, across all of the boundaries and barriers that you might experience somewhere else, because we all need food and we all need healthy, nutritious food. And so this is an opportunity to address food insecurity, to advocate for good, healthy food for all people, and to experience that together in our community.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tell us about the market that you have. I think it's on Fridays. What goes on there?
So we have a community access market that happens here at the local on Monday evening and Friday afternoons. It also happens in St. Mary's twice a month on Thursdays, and it happens in Milverton twice a month on Thursdays. And these access markets are an opportunity for our community to buy the food that they need, locally produced fruits, vegetables, meat, and produce, and to do it at a more economical price than they might experience some other places. And so we have a food logistics coordinator who goes to the auction and sources food, buys them at wholesale prices, and then we slightly mark it up in order to cover some of our gas prices and that kind of thing. But really, we try to sell it as close as possible to what we've bought it for. So the markup is as low as we can keep it. And then the markets are run by volunteers. The volunteers set it up. The volunteers take it down. They run the cash register. They support everything. And that keeps the prices low so that people can access healthy food at accessible prices.
It's amazing. Margaret, next month you have the famous Hunters Banquet is your biggest fundraiser. So tell us about that and what to expect.
So I don't even 100% know what to expect because I haven't experienced it before. But from everything that's being planned and everything that's being said about what people have experienced it's an amazing night. So it's organized by volunteers who support the local. They put on a very I want to say a high-end kind of meal for people where they're sourcing wines and produce. The hunter concept is that the meat is game-based and maybe something that you wouldn't experience anywhere else. They partner with the Bruce Hotel, and they provide the chef who makes this into an amazing meal for people to experience, and just a wonderful night. There will be a silent auction, and the whole local will be transformed into a real experience for people.
Yeah, that's lovely. How do you collaborate with the local food banks?
So we're very fortunate. The last 3 years, the Rotary Club of Stratford has provided a subsidy to local food banks to purchase fresh grown fruits and vegetables and meats here. And those are the kind of things that the food banks don't often have enough donations of in order to provide, and that they need on a regular basis. And so through that subsidy, as well as their own fundraising, they're able to come and stretch their dollars further here at our access market. And each week they'll let us know what kinds of produce they need. And our food logistics manager makes sure that they're well stocked with fresh fruits and vegetables and local produce.
And lastly, we talked about community. How do you do community in terms of community meals?
So our community meals are happening Mondays and Fridays. So they happen at the same time as our markets. So it's a great opportunity to come, have a delicious meal, do your grocery shopping, and do it all at one time. So the community meals are cooked by our chef, and again, a host of volunteers. So you'll hear that theme through everything I'm saying, that volunteers are fundamental to everything we do. And the volunteers come, they prep the meal, and then we have our community members come, and they can make a donation of whatever they can afford if they would like to for the meal. And if that day they just need to come and share in a meal with other people, that's fine. It's low to no cost, whatever people can afford. People come, they sit, they have a cup of coffee, and when the meal is ready, we have a group of volunteers that serves people at the table, kind of restaurant style, so that it's not a soup kitchen. It's not a line up and get it slopped on your plate. It's beautifully presented, delicious meals that people can sit around a table, share with each other, and have conversation at the same time.
Well, that's wonderful. Margaret, thank you very much for advocating for people, educating people about food, and then feeding the community. Keep up the great work at the local.
Thank you so much, Peter.
Coming up next, we're going to talk to Paula about the Julie Hotel.